Hi there, I'm Chris Berman. We got a lot of games to cover, so let's get to it. In our first game this week, we had the Ravens edge their way to a narrow 3-point win. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris. Let's switch gears and talk about players that'll have new homes in the National Football League, as free agency continues to play such a huge role in determining a team's makeup. This guy is going to find himself with a new club, and he'll be in a new tax bracket, too. 3 years, $1.0 million. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. This guy sticks out on this list as one of the more costly injuries. It's a torn calf muscle, and the doctors are estimating he'll be out for the rest of the regular season. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own MASH unit. Chris Lewinsky sticks out on this list as one of the more costly injuries. Broken ribs severely hampering his mobility. They'll keep him out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. Now, on to even bigger news, as you may have already heard. Corey Fuller will miss the remainder of the season. So now that secondary is going to have to really come together if they're going to make up for his absence. So that'll do it for now. Chris, let's send it back to you.
The Cardinals lost this one, but will stay at number 3 in the NFC West. In a long-standing AFC rivalry, we had the Broncos pick up win number 7. Troy Vincent had a stellar game, but all said and done, his performance wasn't enough to lift his team to a victory. Chad Pennington airmailed 350-plus yards and helped his Jets beat the Texans. At the home of the Indy 500, we had the Colts walk away with a 6-point victory. Giants, Redskins. With Willie Ponder came up with a huge play here as they cover a lot of real estate on this one. The Redskins win this one by the final score of 40-24. Up in Seattle Stadium, we had the Seahawks come away with a very compelling 28-point blowout. The Raiders' defense recorded 6 huge sacks in their win at Oakland. The Falcons lost on the road, but will get to head home and meet the Raiders. The Vikings lost this one, but will stay at number 1 in the NFC North. In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the Rams pick up their 3rd win of the season. Patriots, Browns. Corey Dillon wants to get his team inside field goal range. Gets the handoff at the 42. Oh, he may do more than that. He shakes too. He could go all the way. Touchdown. The Patriots go on to win this by the final score of 52-33. Ahman Green had another fantastic week, and in the victory kept his streak of landmark stats alive. Stephen Davis nabbed 2 touchdown passes and helped his Panthers beat the Saints. And in our final game, we had the Jaguars come away victorious.
All right, Chris, thanks. With the playoffs a little more than a month away, things are starting to get real interesting when it comes to seeding and the races for the division crowns. Let's start things off by taking a look at the AFC. And now checking things out over in the NFC playoff race. So that's how things shape up. Still plenty of intriguing matchups upcoming as we get closer and closer to January. So that'll do it from here. Boomer, we send it back over to you.
So that'll just about do it. But before we go, I'm going to toss out a few game balls to my prime-time players. Each and every one of these men had a week to remember. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.